check, test 1, 2. Mic check, test 1. Mike.
The following is a presentation of the Game Time Sports Network. From the campus of Motlow State Community College in beautiful Tullahoma, Tennessee, this is Motlow State Soccer. And now, it's game time.
Yes, folks, it is indeed game time or match time, as it were. I'm Jay Harper, Game Time Sports Network, as we come to you live from the campus of Motlow State Community College in Tullahoma, Tennessee, on a rather brisk, already a brisk Sunday afternoon. We had a cool front blow through here last night that dumped some rain on the field. It's a bit soggy, and the wind is certainly something that is noticeably different. We have gusts up to 30 miles an hour here. We're at 62 degrees with a mix of clouds and sun, and the feels like temperature at 52 degrees. So definitely a bit of a change weather-wise from what we've been experiencing with stuff up in the 80s. Well, fall is definitely here today in Tullahoma, Tennessee. The Motlow State Bucks coming into this match, of course, led by their head coach, Andy Lyon. They come into this match with an 11-3-2 overall record, and in the conference at 8-1-1. They have won their last two matches against out-of-conference foe Wabash Valley College. And then they also defeated TCCAA conference rival Dyersburg State. That a 9-0 match back on October 12th. Southwest Tennessee, the Lady Saluqis are visiting from Memphis. They are led by their longtime head coach, Sean Loth. Sean's assisted by Steve Hirayama and Kaylin Vader. The Lady Saluqis, they come in with a 7-6-1 overall record, 5-5-1 in the conference. They did win their last match at home against Dyersburg State. That was a 6-1 final. Names to look out for on the Southwest side of things. Cassidy Jones, their leading scorer, tied with Crystal Trejo. They both have scored 12 points when you add up their goals and assists. The leading goal scorer, however, is Cassidy Jones with 6. 3 Lady Saluqis with 4 goals on the season. Crystal Trejo, Megan Murphy, and Keegan Pilon. Their goalkeeper is a good one, Tasman Burgess. She has been named Goalkeeper of the Week on a couple of occasions in the TCCAA. She's got a very impressive 1.54 goal average against and an .862 save percentage. For Motlow State, we will probably be saying Teresa Coleman's name quite a bit here this afternoon. She leads the team with 16 goals. And right behind her is Ariana Dunez with 10 goals. Then Madeline Wellham, one of the Wellham sisters, she comes in with 9 goals on the season. Their goalkeeper, Holly Ferguson, will be in net. Jordan Butler, I believe, still out with an injury. Ferguson, she has a .773 save percentage on the year. So we will be getting underway here shortly with the player introductions along with our national anthem. Again, I'm Jay Harper, Game Time Sports Network. This will be the last soccer match that we will be streaming for Motlow State, as we have been covering the home conference matches here in Tullahoma, and this is the last of those. It is also Sophomore Day, and we will be hanging around after the match to go ahead and have the ceremony honoring and acknowledging the sophomores. We will keep the stream up so that you can follow along with the ceremony. Once this match concludes, there will be a determination to some degree on seedings and whatnot for the conference playoffs for this season. Keep in mind, the Game Time Sports Network will be kicking off the basketball season here soon. We will have men's and women's basketball live stream. All of the conference home games for both men's and women's basketball will be available here on the Game Time Sports Network all season long. And then subsequently, when softball and baseball, at least the spring seasons, get underway, we will have the home conference games for those as well. as the teams and the officials
Good afternoon and
make their way to midfield.
For today's matchup between the Southwest Saluqis and your Motlow Bucks. At this time, would you please stand, gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem. First, let's meet today's visitors. Number 19, Taylor Barrow. Number 1, Tasman Burgess. Number 5, Paige Coburn. Number 2, Cassidy Jones. Number 16, Brenda Lira. Number 11, Annie Manzel. Number 8, Lindsay Melton. Number 15, Megan Murphy. Number 14, Keegan Pilot. Number 12, Ella Stacy. And number 10, Crystal Trejo. And now, for your Motlow State Bucks. Number 1, Holly Ferguson. Number 2, Olivia Wellham. Number 4, Madeline Wellham. Number 5, Chloe Scales. Number 6, Carolina Rose. Number 7, Haley Campbell. Number 10, Tezzy Coleman. Number 11, Kinley Buena. Number 12, Brianna Molina. Number 16, Milana Cador. Number 21, Ella Hobson. Your assistant coach, Katie Reed, and your head coach, Andy Lyon. And don't forget, in between the bleachers, we do have merchandise for sale today. Come check out the merchandise table between the bleachers.
So as you can probably tell, the wind is, well, it's really whipping up. We've got gusts up to 30 miles an hour, thus making the feels-like temperature at 53 degrees. A little chilly. And I will just apologize in advance for the wind noise in the microphones, but not much we can do about that. Again, it's Motlow State hosting Southwest Tennessee, the Lady Saluqis, that 5-hour drive from Memphis. Coach Sean Loth has been leading this Lady Saluqi team for quite some time. And, of course, Coach Andy Lyon, the same for Motlow State. As the teams take their positions, Southwest Tennessee in the blue. And the Bucks of Motlow State in their black with the yellow striping. In net for Southwest Tennessee, it's Tasman Burgess. She a freshman goalkeeper. And away we go. And quickly, off to the races we go. And number 21, that is Ella Hobson. Already giving a kick toward the net that Burgess collects. And quickly, a punt to midfield. And there is Wellham. That's Madeline, number 4 for Motlow. Already getting in on the action. We'll have a throw in now. As Motlow, as they are prone to do, already penetrating the defensive zone. Carolina Rose now with the touch. And we have a throw in. And we've got a whistle. Now Rose will move to the corner for the throw in. And off the noggin of number 16, that's Lyra, a freshman from Memphis for Southwest. And Burgess collecting that shot. Not really a shot, just kind of giving it over to the zone. And already a little pitching catch here as these teams continue to just feel one another out here in the early going. Pilot trying to center things up in the middle of the pitch here. And Cador now gets it to Carolina Rose, who advances it further into the southwest zone. And there is Burgess to collect it. Very early going here, 41:30 remaining in this first half. Burgess coming from the UK, and she puts it about midfield. A number of these Motlow State players, as you probably know, also from across the pond. And there is Madeline Wellham taking a shot. Quite the collision there. So Madeline will have a corner kick from the far corner. And centering it up, but there is Southwest to deflect. And Hobson now will go to the far corner for another corner kick here for Motlow State. And we get the whistle. And we now move along with 39:20 remaining. Burgess, the Southwest goalkeeper, will once again put it in play. And the mad scramble now here to Hobson, who chases it in the near corner, looking for some help as she approaches the net. There's Coleman, the leading scorer for Motlow State. Hobson, though, with the left foot, and it's collected by Burgess. 38:25 to go in this first half. And Carolina Rose now keeping it in play. Gets it to Cador. Now back to Rose. As she dribbles and advances it. Baxter giving it a touch for Motlow State. And Carolina Rose will chase it down as it goes out. Waiting on the whistle. As we have a sub, as Reyes, the freshman from Memphis, subbing now for Pilot. And trying to angle toward the goal. Cassidy Jones, number 2, the leading scorer for Southwest, getting a touch. Now Burgess clears it. And the scramble now. And out it goes. Corner kick now from Coleman. She just pops it over to Campbell, number 7. And there's Hobson to take it from Southwest, where Burgess now collects it. And Hobson keeps it in play. Ella now popping it over to number 12, Molina. As Burgess ultimately collects it, the Southwest goalkeeper. And she gives it a boot over to midfield. And a bit of a collision there with Buena, number 11, for Motlow. And Campbell gets it now to Hobson, and with the left foot, directs it toward the net, where Burgess has no trouble, of course. The sun continuing to play hide and seek with the clouds, and the wind gusting up to about 30 miles per hour. With a 53-degree feels-like temperature. Some nice footwork from Hobson. There's Southwest to clear it to some degree. Now Campbell. And out it goes. And Taylor Barrow, one of the sophomores, will put it in play with the throw in. There's the whistle. And in play it goes. And Buena all the way over to the far side. Ariana Baxter, number 3, tried to keep it in play for Motlow. Now the throw in from Southwest. Megan Murphy, number 15, in the match with a touch. Now there is Ahmed, number 26, also in the game for Motlow State. Ahmed, number 26, feeding it now to Scales, number 5. There's Cador along with Cassidy Jones. Cador from Motlow, Jones, number 2 for Southwest Tennessee. Their leading scorer. Molina getting it to Ahmed now. She a dangerous scoring threat. Now Molina over to Campbell, number 7. She scoots it back over to Ahmed. And there's Trejo, number 10, to pick it off for Southwest. Baxter tries to pierce the Southwest defense, and Scales lifts it toward the goal for naught. As Burgess, the Southwest goalkeeper, will put it back in play. 31 minutes remaining in the first half. And the race is on. Fancy moves. And continuing to make his presence known. Here's Ahmed scurrying into the southwest zone. Now Buena battling it out with Barrow. And really, Southwest has yet to penetrate the Motlow State zone, as we are down to 29 minutes remaining. And you may have seen the splash when that ball was kicked, as there are some indeed soggy spots here after this morning's rainfall. And splash as that goes out of play. Taylor Barrow attempting to and does retrieve the ball without going up to her ankles in the puddle. Barrow putting it back in play, and there's Ahmed to gain control for Motlow. Now Coleman as the ball goes out of play. The throw in now as Coleman chases it down, trying to center it up, but there's Barrow to offer some defense. And the defenders now take control. There's Campbell, gets it to Ahmed. Now back to Molina, and Ahmed with it again. Molina being chased by Reyes, number 21 for Southwest. And there's Trejo trying to clear it out. Carolina Rose now touches for Motlow. Trejo feeding it over to Murphy on the far side. And out it goes after, I believe, Baxter may have been the last to touch for Motlow State. .36-35 remaining in this first half. And as you can see, we are scoreless here. Ahmed, and has it, she was racing down toward the Southwest zone, but some fine defense from Southwest keeps Ahmed from advancing. So the goalkeeper, Burgess, will come up to take control. And Burgess collects once again. Ahmed advancing it over to Buena. Buena with a nice little bit of footwork. Now Ahmed with the scoring chance. And there is your first goal as it sneaks past Burgess. As Motlow State, the first on the scoreboard. And here is Ahmed. Gets it to Coleman. Tezzi advancing it across the way to Baxter. As it goes out of play. So we get a corner kick. And I believe this is Ariana Dunez with the corner kick. Gets it to Molina. Now there is Ahmed to Olivia Wellham. Campbell now. Back over to Olivia Wellham. And again, this wind, not much we can do about the wind noise in our microphones. As we continue to experience gusts up to 30+ miles per hour. Dunez giving a left-footed shot over toward the net, and it goes wide left. Campbell now in the near corner. There's Megan Murphy to collect it for Southwest and promptly put it out of play. Carolina Rose will grab it and throw it in for the Bucks. And quickly met by Melton for Southwest. Cador. Now here's Campbell. And back over to Ahmed. And Ahmed directs it over toward the goal where Burgess quickly picks it up. I think she was trying to get a pass over to Dunez, but just a little late. And advancing now across midfield. And here is Dunez. Back over to Wellham, I believe, and there is Campbell. And Ahmed now in the near corner, feeding it over to Coleman. Back to Ahmed. So Campbell will kick it in. Haley Campbell, a sophomore from Winchester, Tennessee. Coleman there to track it down. And then trying to center it back up. And does so as Ahmed collects goal number 2 for Motlow State. Cassidy Jones will kick it off here now after the Motlow goal. Trejo is met by Coleman. And here's Ahmed. And a nice pass to Madeline Wellham. Now back over to Coleman. And, ooh, what a nice save by Burgess. As she deflected that over the crossbar. Campbell will collect and bring it over to the corner. Cador to touch and chase it down. Gets it back out to Carolina Rose. And there is Melton to put it out of play for Southwest. Lindsey Melton, a sophomore from Arlington, Tennessee, number 8 for the team in blue. Madeline Wellham with the touch. Dunez really gave it a swift kick. Now Campbell trying to aim it toward the net, but there's Burgess. Burgess with the punt. Out of play it goes. The throw in from Barrow. And now racing along, number 18, Castorena. Barrow takes that kick to the face. But seems to be fine. Just under 17 minutes left to play in this first half. With, as you can see, Motlow up 2-0. Carolina Rose with the touch, giving it over to Cador. Coleman and Ahmed teaming up for a little pitch and catch here, but then promptly knocked out by Barrow. Campbell will throw it in here for the Bucks. Castorena. And out it goes. Burgess teeing it up to put it back in play for the Southwest goalkeeper. And Holly Ferguson, the Motlow goalkeeper, who hasn't had really any action at all, knocks it back toward the field of play. Trejo with the touch. Now here's Pilot, number 14. Ahmed passing it over, or at least trying to get it to Coleman. Now here comes Madeline Wellham. She is so quick. And Burgess receives. Just under 14 minutes to go here in the first half. Motlow State up by 2. And that punt drops it at midfield. And here comes Ahmed to take control. And Dunez, number 23, chips it toward the net. Cador giving it to Olivia Wellham. And Ahmed receiving the pass from Campbell. And Campbell, along with Ella Stacy, number 12. As it goes out, last touch by Stacy. And it looks like Ahmed will take a breather. As Hobson is subbed for her, Ella Hobson from Middlesbrough, England, number 21. The throw in by Campbell, and there is Hobson now. As Burgess catches it in midair. Here's Dunez now, coming right at us. And now Hobson takes control, gets it to Madeline Wellham, who in turn feeds it out to Celadon, number 19 in the match now for Motlow. Hobson. And sails it over the net. Coming up on 10.5 minutes remaining, as you can see the clock there. Burgess will put it back in play. And Celadon tries to get it to Coleman. Knocked down by, well, I guess they're saying she touched it with her hand. Knocked down by Barrow. Celadon will get the kick here. Closer than you would have thought. Just giving a hand on it was Burgess. To deflect it from the top of the net as Campbell now. Haley Campbell from Winchester, Tennessee with the corner kick. And she sends a rocket to the net, and there's Burgess to deflect it. So all the way on the far corner we go as Olivia Wellham tries to center it up. There's Coleman with some fancy footwork, and oh, what a beautiful toe save by Burgess. Coleman, you can see why she is the Bucks' leading scorer with that fancy move. But Burgess with a beautiful save. And that is lofted over the goal. We are under 8 minutes to play in half number one. And as you can see, Motlow State up on top, 2-0. Ollie Ferguson, the Motlow State goalkeeper, has been all alone. She's had literally no traffic in front of her net. Pilot giving a touch. And now Baxter as she slides and hits the deck. is Hobson. Ella waiting on some teammate help as Coleman deflects it off her head, and out of play it goes. Olivia Wellham lofts it toward the center of the box. Here's Hobson along with Barrow. And we get a whistle. I'm thinking offside the call. Under 5 minutes to play. As Burgess, Tasman Burgess, the freshman goalkeeper, lofts it toward midfield as Ella Hobson takes control with the left foot, tried to get a nice pass over to Coleman. Just couldn't quite get the timing there. Dunez with the left foot over to Hobson now. Ella, and the centering pass to Buena just misses the mark. There's Coleman. Hobson now. And, a scoring chance there. As Kinley Buena just had a direct shot, but there was Burgess to keep it out of the net. Coleman feeding Hobson. There's Ella. And another beautiful save from Tasman Burgess. It is easy to see why she has been the conference goalkeeper of the week on multiple occasions. A very talented freshman. Campbell gets it back to Wellham. And Dunez, as it is cleared by Southwest. Cassidy Jones chasing it down along with Olivia Wellham. Cador puts it in play, and then Coleman gets it back to Cador. And now Campbell chases it. Gets it here to Hobson. Ella with the centering pass as Madeline Wellham was trying to get there to meet the pass. Burgess will put it back in play with under a minute 45 to remain in this first half. There's Buena giving it to Dunez. And Dunez sneaks it past Burgess with 1 minute 5 seconds remaining to make it 3-0 Motlow State. Cassidy Jones gets it to Trejo. And now Melton lofts it toward midfield. And Holly Ferguson with a rare touch. The Motlow goalkeeper. Here's Hobson. Off to the races. Buena now. And it is cleared by Trejo. Out of play. Olivia Wellham delivers it deep into the southwest zone. Cador gets it away from Cassidy. Cassidy Jones, the sophomore leading scorer for Southwest. As the first half comes to a close, with a 3-0 lead for the Bucks. And again, Southwest really hasn't had much luck getting things into the Motlow zone. So with that, we will take a bit of a break here at the midpoint and return with half number 2 on the Game Time Sports Network. It's Jay Harper. Join me and Nashville radio legend John Bozeman, known as Johnny B, as we gab about all things radio, entertainment, and music in the Circling the Drain podcast. We share stories and experiences from our more than 90 combined years of being in the biz. Yeah, we're old. Come along for the ride. You never know where it may take you. It's the Circling the Drain podcast, available every Wednesday morning on all podcast platforms.
Yeah, always leveling up her game. Soon she'll be ready to start building worlds and bringing them to life. How about Tony? He's forging ahead, learning how he can build his own business and help others. And Timothy, he's flipping the script and charting his own path. Soon, he'll be reaching new heights with his degree. What do they all have in common? They're always moving forward. So, what's stopping you? Elevate your skills and conquer your tomorrow at Southwest Tennessee Community College.
The following is a presentation of the Game Time Sports Network. From the campus of Motlow State Community College in beautiful Tullahoma, Tennessee, this is Motlow State Soccer. And now it's game time.
And we are ready to commence with the second half here from the campus of Motlow State. The Bucks up by a 3-0 score as we get this second half underway up against Southwest Tennessee. Coach Sean Loth and company over on the Southwest bench at halftime. They had the whiteboard out, trying to find a way to penetrate this Motlow State zone and at least create some traffic in front of the net, which has not happened yet in this match. And now Madeline Wellham puts it toward the net as we look into the sunshine here, which is what we're going to be doing pretty much this entire half. Splishing and splashing in that far corner there after this morning's rain. We do indeed have some wet spots remaining here, even though the sun has come out in pretty full force here now. A lot of the clouds have dispersed. The wind still an issue. It definitely seems like this side of the pitch definitely wetter than the other as Burgess hits the deck to save that shot and keep it a 3-0 score. Dealing with some camera glare here as Ferguson gets it to Cador. Now here is Zeladon. Dunez lofting it far side. And that is Ella Hobson. Now Dunez gets it to Scales, but it goes out. Just underway with half number 2. This the last home conference match for Motlow State Soccer. Dunez in the foot race. Now giving it here to Zeladon. Zeladon met by Megan Murphy. Zeladon lifts it toward the net. And a scoring chance that just misses the mark off to the right. As Castorena from Columbia, Tennessee, the midfielder freshman, had her chance. As the goalkeeper for Southwest, Burgess, prepares the kick. And now Zeladon. Gets it to Wellup. And there is Burgess to keep it out of the Lady Saluqis goal. Hobson giving it to Haley Campbell. Campbell feeding it now to Kenley Buena. And hitting the deck and getting a face plant in that puddle over there. That cannot be pleasant. And lofting it out of play is Southwest. Here's Hobson retrieving after the throw in from the Bucks. Now Dunez feeding it back over to Kenley Buena and trying to center it up. But it goes out of play and into the water. Madeline Wellham. She will put it in play after drying the ball off with her shirt. And Madeline Wellham gives it a poke as Ella Hobson now works her way toward the net. Quite a bit of traffic in front of this Southwest net, which has been the case the entirety of this match. As Dunez falls after scuffling with Ella Stacy, number 12. Certainly no intention there, as both of them patted one another on the back to almost say, hey, sorry about the contact. So Dunez will get a kick here now. And a hard kick that is deflected and stopped by Burgess. Just under 38 minutes remaining in the second half. This is Zeladon working her way toward the southwest side of the field. Now Dunez gets it on the far side to Olivia Wellham. And off toward the goal, but chased down by Madeline Wellham. Madeline giving it now to Castorena. Now there's Dunez. And Madeline, as it goes out of play in the near corner. And retrieved by Burgess. The far side now. Scales with the touch. Murphy coming up to try to fend it off for Southwest. Now Cador gets it to Olivia Wellham. Olivia feeding it now to Haley Campbell, who in turn gets it to Hobson. Zeladon off her torso. Feeding it now to Kenley Buena. And now sliding and contacting Dunez and Jones. As it goes out of play with exactly 35 minutes remaining in the second half. 10 minutes obviously have elapsed here. No scoring as of yet in this second half. As the 3 points, the 3 goals, rather, that you see on the scoreboard, all collected in the first half by Motlow State. Burgess will kick from the corner, the Southwest goalkeeper. Zeladon places it in the far corner where Madeline Wellham chases it. And a scoring chance for the Bucks. But it is eventually cleared out. Here's Olivia Wellham now in the far corner where Haley Campbell collects it. Barrow along with Mansell, number 11 for Southwest. Greeting the Motlow State players. Now here's Cassidy Jones for Southwest. But not before Motlow again gains control. Dunez working her way toward the net. Setting it up now. And here is Madeline Wellham. Nice fancy move as Melton deflects it. And hit her rather hard as she collapses to the turf. And a Motlow State player there assisting to help Melton. Lindsay Melton from Arlington, Tennessee, a sophomore. And that was Madeline Wellham, the Motlow State player, assisting her with the display of some fine sportsmanship. Dunez goes out for Motlow. And I believe it is Molina that has taken her place. And the foot race that Olivia Wellham eventually wins out on. Now here is Zeladon. Now to Wellham once again. There's Molina giving it back to Wellham. And out of play it goes. Just under 32 minutes remain in this second half, with Motlow State having things firmly in hand here thus far. Burgess will put it in play. The Southwest goalkeeper. Now Ahmed in the match. Scurrying in the far side. Cassidy Jones there to take it. Now here's Olivia Wellham. Olivia trying to get it to Coleman. And off the side of the goal. So Milton back in the match as Reyes departs for Southwest. And here is Roxy Fowler, number 13, in the match now. For Motlow. And a scramble. And now Fowler eventually takes control, but is knocked away by Trejo. Madeline Wellham and Trejo battling. And now here is Cassidy Jones with a touch. Here comes Zeladon. Zeladon with the left foot chips it over to Ahmed. But it is eventually cleared. Now here is Scales. Scales to Zeladon. Zeladon feeding Ahmed in the far corner. Ayan Ahmed went to Antioch High in Nashville, in the Nashville area. Cador gets it now to Fowler. And Madeline Wellham with a nice pass over to Coleman. Coleman, the leading scorer for this Motlow State squad. 16 goals on the year. Zeladon keeps it in the Southwest zone. Scales pops it back over where Zeladon collects it. Now Ahmed is there. Ahmed and Trejo battling for the ball. Now it's Molina. Molina now to Coleman. And the little chip shot is picked off. And again, this camera glare from the sun. I apologize for that, but not much can be done there as the sun remains that high in the sky. Cador feeding it far side, where Ahmed takes control. Now it's Ariana Baxter, number 3, as she tries to center it up for Madeline Wellham. Here's Roxy Fowler. Scales now, number 5. And there is Fowler once again, and out of play it goes. Fowler to throw it in. And there is Scales to collect it, who feeds it over to Coleman, trying to center it up. And Zeladon now on the far side, where Ahmed eventually takes control. And picked out of midair by Burgess. The punt. And here is Fowler. She races far side, actually here on the near side, to have Southwest put it in play now. This is Paige Coburn, number 5. Olivia Wellham trying to find Campbell on the far side. And Madeline Wellham, she's able to keep it in, but not before Coburn pops it out of play. Madeline Wellham continuing to keep the pressure on. Oh my goodness, as that just hits the crossbar. A heck of a shot, but again, just hitting the top crossbar. Burgess will put it in play. Campbell feeding it. And Coleman with the scoring chance here as Burgess lost her footing and is well out of the net. A lot of contact and traffic in front of the Southwest goal. Burgess will put it in play. And Olivia Wellham chasing it down now. Far side, where Ahmed is there. Working in the far corner before Southwest clears it out of play. 20 minutes, 30 seconds remain in the second half. Nunez taking the throw in, giving it now to Fowler. And there is Madeline Wellham. Cassidy Jones taking control for Southwest. But not before we get a whistle. The Motlow State goalkeeper, Holly Ferguson, continues to be pretty lonely on her side, as she has not been challenged literally at all today. Baxter centering it up. Cador comes up to touch and eventually get it to Fowler, who in turn feeds it over to Madeline Wellham. And right in the breadbasket to the goalkeeper. Olivia Wellham as Castorena gets a bit of a touch, and out of play it goes. Seventeen and a half minutes left to play in this one. Roxy Fowler off to the races. Feeding it now and back over to Coleman. Fowler giving to Wellham. It's cleared out, and Baxter had a chance and let it go by, so that the throw in from Fowler goes to Nunez. And Nunez trying to get it over to Ahmed on the far side. Here's Kinley Buena. Now out of play it goes. Olivia Wellham will put it in play now for Motlow. And off the head of Ahmed. But over the net it goes. So the goalkeeper, Burgess, will get her going again. And a scoring chance for Motlow, but there's Burgess to grab it. Burgess certainly had her work cut out for her today. And while it is 3-0, her stellar play has kept it from being way, way worse. Baxter puts it in where Fowler collects it now. Fowler to Baxter. Baxter along with Coburn. Keeping up the traffic. And again, the camera looking right into the sun, and I realize it's next to impossible to see what the heck is going on here, but Burgess will throw it back in with about 13:10 to go here. Fowler comes up to greet it, giving it now to Baxter. And now Kinley Buena tracking it down. Ahmed with a scoring chance and can't quite capitalize. Coleman feeding it back to Ahmed, who in turn gets it over to Campbell. There is Lindsey Melton to keep it out of the net. Nunez with a kick, and now back this direction where Ferguson delivers it here to Fowler. Nunez with a nice kick all the way in the far corner to get it to Ahmed. So Burgess now, she has certainly been the busiest player on the day. Cassidy Jones with a touch. Now Olivia Wellham. As Fowler collects it now. Nunez trying to get it to Ahmed, who was in front of the net. Jones trying to get it to Stacy. Now here's Haley Campbell. And Megan Murphy, number 15, trying to pass it over to Jones. And there is Cador to feed it back to Ferguson. Carolina Rose here, number 6, with the throw in. Cador gets it across to Olivia Wellham. And Olivia shading her eyes from the sun, as am I. Nunez back over to Wellham. Both of these Wellham girls are just super quick. Megan Murphy with the touch, giving it to Jones. And now here's Carolina Rose. Carolina assessing things, looking for some help. And out it goes. Coleman giving it to Molina. And that shot is blocked, but Amy Mansell paying the price. Sophomore from Nesbitt, Mississippi, blocked that. And she goes down, but quickly gets back up. Ahmed trying to work it toward the middle, and does. Nice stop by Burgess. Cador giving it to Olivia Wellham. Just under 6 minutes to play. As Burgess lofts it toward midfield. Ahmed has Barrows take it from her, but now there's Coleman. And Carolina Rose coming up to meet the ball. Getting it to Baxter. Baxter with the left-footed kick and tried to deflect it in. That was Buena that tried to deflect it into the net, but just missed. Megan Murphy making a move. There's Campbell to greet the ball for Motlow. And there's Ahmed. Ian getting it to Coleman. Oh, and a nice stop by the Southwest defender. That would be, I believe that was number 5. I think that was Coburn. And another fine save from Burgess. Campbell feeding it now to Buena, far corner. Haley again getting it to Buena. And a centering kick that is rejected by Southwest. Cassidy Jones clearing it, but there is Olivia Wellham. There's Molina, and she finds Baxter in this near corner. Dunez now. And Burgess on her fingertips keeps that out of the net to keep it 3-0. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining. Carolina Rose coming up on it. Tried to feed it to Molina. Olivia Wellham will place the corner kick. And gets it to the net. I know usually you would award player of the match to someone on the winning squad, but I must admit that Tasman Burgess, the freshman goalkeeper for Southwest, in my book, she is the player of this match. As she has worked her tail off and kept it 3-0 when it certainly could be a lot worse. Haley Campbell as Megan Murphy interrupt the pass. And our waning seconds here. So obviously that wraps things up. The final 3-0 as Motlow doing just an incredible job of keeping Southwest out of their zone. They never really had any scoring chance the entire match. So it is sophomore day here for Motlow State Soccer. And with that, there will be a ceremony to acknowledge the contributions of the sophomores on this soccer squad. Also in attendance here today has been a middle school team, Cascade, from, I believe they said Bedford County. And there they are. So lining up for the photo. And these young ladies were into it. They were really paying attention and cheering on Motlow. So we will have a ceremony here momentarily to again acknowledge this year's sophomores, as this is the last home match, home conference match. So athletic director, Motlow State athletic director Ross Fanning, whom you see here walking toward the table. We'll be coordinating things here to honor these sophomores.
If you are escorting our sophomores, will you please make your way on the other side of the field with them? Thank you.
So, as you can see, they are lining up the goodies to present to the sophomores that will be acknowledged here in just a bit. with this victory. Motlow will finish the conference season 9-1-1 as they will win their last two matches, one of which was a conference match against Dyersburg State. Actually, they won their last three, but prior to this, they had won two in a row. Again, October 12th against Dyersburg State. Then October 16th was Wabash Valley College. That was a 3-0 victory. And again, they, of course, Wabash, not a TCCAA opponent. So we are awaiting the beginning of the Sophomore Day festivities. Acknowledging the Motlow State Soccer sophomores that have played their last home conference match in the regular season. Southwest Tennessee will end their season 7-7-1 overall, 5-6-1 in the conference. As they have had a decent season. As many of the Southwest players, as you can see, exiting the facility here to make that 5-hour drive back to campus in Memphis, Tennessee. And now it appears we are moving the goodies more toward the middle of the field. That is head coach Andy Lyon that you see there with the dark pullover. adjusting things on the table, who Coach Lyon recently with his 100th victory here. And our ceremony appears to be close at hand.
We're about to start our sophomore night. Everyone else, please get off the field. Thank you. Welcome to the 2025 Motlow State Women's Soccer Sophomore Night. Please give our sophomores a round of applause for their hard work and dedication to Motlow State. First up, number 1, Holly Ferguson. Holly has been escorted tonight by her teammates Olivia, Chloe, Ella, and Madeline. Her favorite off-the-field memory is going bowling with the team. Her favorite on-the-field memory has been when the team has performed really well and won games by a large score line. She'll never forget when she wiped out on the pitch in Iowa. Holly wants her team to know she's glad she transferred to Motlow and met everyone here. Holly Ferguson.
So Holly, one of the goalkeepers here for Motlow.
Number 3, Ariana Baxter. Ariana has been escorted by her parents. Her favorite on-the-field memory so far is scoring against Columbia in the championship game last year. Off the field, she has really enjoyed spending every day with her roommates. One thing she will never forget is the murder mystery party when she and Tezzy dressed up as guys. She wants to remind her teammates, be grateful for every single thing that comes your way. Ariana Baxter.
It's nice that her mom and dad could attend and escort their daughter.
Holly, will you please face the crowd? Thank you. Number 6, Carolina Rose. Carolina has been escorted by her parents, Charlie and Jennifer Rose. Her favorite memory is winning the championship at Columbia last year. Her favorite off-the-field memories have been all the van rides and meeting so many new people. She'll never forget when Andy hissed at that poor old woman at the gas station because he thought it was Katie. Something she wants to tell all her teammates is not to take anything for granted. It goes by so quick. Carolina Rose.
Some more proud parents. Some of these players far, far from home, so perhaps their parents not able to attend. So it is nice that the proud moms and dads that can are able to be here.
Number 7, Haley Campbell. Haley is being escorted by her parents and her sister. Her favorite on-the-field memory is when we beat Columbia in the region final. Then Andy proceeded to run on the field and hurt his hamstring. Her favorite off-the-field memory is going to Belize and interacting with all the children and going swimming with the sharks and turtles. Something she'll never forget is always being told that I was a country girl when I promise I'm really not. It's just my accent. Haley just wants to thank you truly, Motlow Soccer. Being part of this team has been one of the most unforgettable parts of my life. You've been more than teammates, you've been my family, my support system, and the reason I look forward to every practice, game, and bus ride. Also remember, never take a single moment for granted and to give it to your everything moment or chance you have. I love you all. Haley Campbell.
Yeah, some very nice sentiments from Haley.
Number 8, Lola Cunningham. Lola is being escorted tonight by many of her former teammates and friends. Her favorite on-field memory so far is last year when she scored the last-minute winner at home to beat Columbia. Some of her favorite off-the-field memories include being able to meet some amazing people who are friends for life, living with some of my best friends and the laughs we had every single day, spending Thanksgiving and Easter with Emma and her family, our girls' trip to the beach, meeting some new wonderful friends on the softball team, and learning a new sport. She'll never forget the van rides to games and the team trip to Iowa and just having Holly as her roommate in general. My favorite word is perspective. Don't think I have to wake up early. Think I get to wake up early. Don't think I have to go run. Think I get to go run. So many people will give anything to be where you are, on a team, on a field, at a college. So be grateful even when you find it tricky. And finally, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Lola Cunningham. Number 9, Elva Nunez. Elva is being escorted by her aunt and uncle. Her favorite on-field memory is scoring against Columbia in the championship game last year and running back to celebrate with her team. Her favorite memory off the field was when her teammates surprised her with a pillow fight and jumped her as she walked off to the bathroom. She'll never forget when Andy pulled his hamstring after the win against Columbia. To her team, I'll never forget you all. Thank you for the amazing memories we've shared together. You've made every moment special, and I'm so grateful for each of you. Remember, no matter how life puts you down, there's always a way up. Keep pushing and shining. Elva Nunez.
And she is quite the little player.
Number 10,
She has had
Hezzy Coleman.
quite a season. And now, Teresa Coleman.
Tezzy is being escorted tonight by Vicky Berry and Evan Tomlin. Tezzy's favorite on-field memory so far was winning the championship last year against Columbia. Her favorite off-the-field memory is the spring break trip to Florida with the team last year. Tezzy will never forget Coach Andy hissing at a random lady at the gas station because he thought it was Coach Katie. And she wants to tell her teammates, I'm so happy to have met and gotten the chance to play with all of you. Tezzy Coleman.
Coleman, the leading scorer on the team, coming into this match with 16 goals.
Number 11, Kinley Buena. Kinley is being escorted by her dad, Dan Buena. Her favorite on-field memory is scoring her first goal after 2 years away from the game against UAH. Off the field, she really enjoyed her trip this year to Iowa. Kinley will never forget carpool and karaoke with Lola and Holly. She wants to tell her teammates, "Thank you always pushing me to be a better player and for all the memories on and off the field." Kinley Buena.
And a very happy dog.
Number 15, Emily Aguero. Emily is being escorted by her friends Lillian and Maddie. Her favorite memory is when she scored her first goal back on the field after being away from the game. Her favorite off-the-field memory is when the team took a trip to St. Augustine over spring break. Something funny she'll never forget, Andy. She wants to tell her team, "I wish I could tell you it gets better, but it doesn't get better. You get better." Emily Aguero.
Needless to say, a lot of sophomores on this squad.
Number 19, Aura Zeladon. Aura has been escorted by Jocelyn and Monica Haitian. Her favorite on-field memory was winning the championship against Columbia at Columbia last year. Her favorite off-the-field memory was when the team went on spring break trip to St. Augustine last year. She'll never forget when she had to read her statement in front of everyone at the murder mystery party. It was horrible, but so funny. Also, when I made the mental health poster and wrote it wrong. She wants to tell her team, "I'm more than happy to be part of this amazing team and for the trust you've given me to play. I will never forget this important stage in my life and all the laughs we've shared since I've came here. I love you all so much, and we are an incredible team." Aura Zeladon. Number 23, Ariana Dunez. Ariana is escorted by her family tonight. Her favorite on-the-field memories are the celebrations with her teammates after a goal. Her favorite off-the-field memories are all the away games with the team, the bus, and van rides, and spending time with teammates at the hotels. She will never forget the murder mystery party. She wants to tell her teammates, "Thanks for choosing and trusting me to be a leader on this team. You have helped me find my love for the game again." Ariana Dunez. Number 26, Ayan Ahmed. Ayan is being escorted by her mom and her sister. Ayan's favorite memory so far is when Ariana scored the winning goal against Columbia and we all went crazy. Her favorite off-the-field memory is when Aura burned her beans. Something she will never forget is when Andy caught her dancing and flexing in the weight room. She wants to tell her team, be true to yourself and stay Gucci. Ayan Ahmed. I want to say thank you to the families and friends for always showing up and always supporting these sophomores. Please give our sophomores one more round of applause. Now everybody squeeze in real tight. We're going to get a group picture.
Quite a crew that Coach Andy Lyon has had this season. The sophomores, the names that have been announced here, all of them incredible players that have certainly contributed to this extremely successful season. So, yeah, congratulations to all of them. And, of course, the playoffs and the seedings and locations and whatnot are yet to be determined for the upcoming conference matches to determine who will be the TCCAA Region 7 Conference Champion for women's soccer. So that is going to wrap us up for our soccer season here at Motlow State for the Game Time Sports Network. We appreciate everyone who has tuned in and been a part of this season's streams. Keep in mind, we will be kicking off men's and women's basketball here in just a couple of weeks. And then subsequently, we will have softball and baseball for Motlow State as we get into the spring. So again, thank you for joining us. I'm Jay Harper, and this is the Game Time Sports Network.